Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Joel and this is A Stable Life. 2023 was a big year. A lot happened. We had a lot of projects that we wanted to accomplish. We had a lot of projects that we were able to wrap up and finish. We had some ups and we had some downs. The channel grew a lot in 2023, and to everybody that has joined the channel since then, I'd love to say welcome and thank you. You guys are awesome. So I'd like to take this moment and opportunity to take a look back over the course of 2023 to see what we accomplished and what was taking place, and to look forward to the next year to see what's ahead. Some exciting times, that's for sure. Let's start with rolling things all the way back to January and get started. Well, good morning everybody. We might be getting a winter after all. Time will tell. Right now we're looking at around 24 degrees Fahrenheit with wind chill of 14 degrees Fahrenheit. Poncho! Yeah, good morning. All right, and as you guys can see, the ground has completely frozen, at least the top layer. There you go, boys. Let's see how we're doing. Oni, Champ and Rebel. Hey, calm it down, guys, calm it down. Yeah, there's the donkeys. You guys enjoying your shed? Yeah. There's some food for you guys. There you go, go ahead and eat up. I'm gonna close your top window. It's a little windy today, okay? Don't need there to be a breeze coming through on them. And Tucker, who chooses to be outside, by the way. His shed's completely open. He can be in there, out of the wind, completely fine. Nope, he's happy outside. I respect that, Tucker, I respect that. And speaking of outside, those feeders look mighty empty. Who's gonna feed you, Tucker? Don't worry, I'll get on it. And that means it's time to fire up the tractor. Which, by the way, guys, I have some exciting news about. Check it out. I'm so excited. I got weights put on the back of my tractor. I am over the moon excited. In case you're wondering why, these round bales are just a little too heavy for my tractor. Just a little. Just a little. So my hope is that adding these weights on the back will change that. Not to mention, having more weight on your tractor is a good thing. That means I'll have more power when I'm pushing through the manure. I'll have more power when I'm towing. It's just a good thing to have a heavier vehicle when it comes to tractors. So I'm very thrilled about that. Do I need a bigger tractor? Maybe. Do I have a bigger tractor? Technically, but it's not mine. This is mine, so we're gonna use mine. Doesn't look as good as when Gavin does it. Well, there we go. All right, next up on our list of things that we need to get done today is our monthly grain order. So we're heading up and getting some grain. All right, we've got a pallet load of grain. And as you can tell, we ran into a little bit of an issue. Looks like I'm gonna need to start using 2 pallets to get the grain. It was too high and it just fell right over. So now not only do I have to load everything into the feed bins, but I have to do so manually. So I'm gonna go get a wheelbarrow. Oh yeah. Did we need this today? No, but we're gonna work with it. Well, 3 wheelbarrow trips later, we have a neatly stacked pallet. It's crazy how that works. I managed to get 5 bags per wheelbarrow load, so that's about 750 pounds we moved by hand. The rest I'm hoping the skid steer can do. Here's hoping. Good news, guys, we got the rest of the pallet in the barn. Woohoo! Oh yeah, lesson learned. Gonna have to use 2 pallets next time. Now that grain's done, we're working on hay. You know, neat little fact for you guys. This wheelbarrow is actually the original wheelbarrow that I used when I first started work here 12 years ago. I was 13 years old and my job was basically to take a manure fork, go out into the pasture and scoop manure. And I would scoop manure into this wheelbarrow right here. And I'd be done once the wheelbarrow was full. That was the requirement for me to be done with work for the day. And now here I am, forking hay into that same wheelbarrow. Funny how things work, isn't it?
They think they're so funny.
15, 15, 15, 15. Watch out, guys, we're coming up. 1,500. 2.5 now, 15, 17.5, 17.5 on the phone bill.
So for lunch, we had kielbasa sandwiches and a little bit of barbecue chips, right? It was pretty good. Do you mind explaining what's going on?
Daniel is trying to get a disc on an auction online.
I guarantee I'm not getting it.
Don't worry, guys. We'll let you know what happens either way. So some sad news. Daniel ended up not getting the disc. He got outbid at the last moment. As for the weather, right now it's 1:27 p.m. and taking a look at how things are looking, you can see that there's nothing outside right now, but it's about to start by about 2:45 as light rain, and then it's going to change over into freezing rain and sleet by about 4 to 5 p.m. and transition into worse as the day goes on. So it's definitely looking like we're going to need to be keeping the horses in. One down, 24 to go. Now that we have all the hay taken care of, we're moving on to water. And what we're using is actually the pressure washer. As you can see, the hose is snaked all the way over to this way. And actually, a lot of the clients are helping me get a lot done so that I'm able to get all the horses in at a reasonable hour. So we're using this to fill up the buckets so we don't have to take all the buckets and walk them back and forth. Takes a little bit longer in time, but it definitely means that you go to bed feeling a lot better. Well guys, right now, that nor'easter that they've been talking about all over the news is currently hitting us, as today is March 14th. As you can see, the horses are actually not in the barn. Leia's all the way down there by the cow pasture fence. And honestly, things look pretty calm right now. At first, they were putting us in a winter weather warning, forecasting winds as high as 40 miles an hour and 6 to 8 inches of snow, which would have been the biggest storm of the year to hit us. And then, of course, as the storm got closer, forecasted under an inch of snow and gusts as high as 15 to 20 miles an hour. Yeah, what, you smelling something? What was that about, huh? There we go, Leia is back. Yeah, good girl, good girl. Yeah, I need your help today. We'll be in touch soon, Spitfire. Now for manure, I think I'm gonna do the Gavin method. Let's start with the wagons in here and then move on to the inside of the stable. Some of you may be wondering, where's Gavin at? You see, normally on manure day, and Gavin and I work together on manure day, he'll usually take care of the manure while I work on taking hay and getting it out for the horses. Not to mention all the daily care items that the horses need, of which sometimes there's a lot. However, in this instance, since the weather isn't the best, and since Gavin lives on top of a mountain, and it takes him a little bit to get to the stable. We were talking this morning and he thought that because of the weather, it wasn't the wisest for him to make it down here today, which I agreed with. So today, Gavin gets the day off. That's right, guys, this is it. Just these 5 round bales is all that's left. And let me tell you, the weather is absolutely awful out here in the fields. There's nothing to stop the wind and it's howling. As you could imagine, it was quite the cold ride getting here. We're gonna load these round bales up and then I gotta get back to the stable or my hands are gonna freeze. Here, guys. I've got it on high today. It's the only way I'm able to maintain any body heat right now. Woo! Links in the description if you're interested. All right, let's see what she's got. Let me go check something. Okay, so for some reason, the foam cannon just wasn't working. Maybe we get something figured out there. In the meantime, you guys got sprayed a little bit there. Here, let me clean you up. Give you guys a look at how these wagons look. And of course, the quad as well. Lunchtime. Time for break. All right, Gavin, let's go get some food.
Okay.
Man, looks like we got a full room in here. What's for lunch?
Soup and sandwiches.
I hope this works, Gavin.
I hope so too, Joel.
I'm thinking since we have maximum dirty equipment, I think we need maximum foam.
That is a great idea. All right, here we go.
Keep going, I'm gonna adjust it, see what we do. Ah, okay. I got it.
As you can see, it works great.
This is awesome. Now our wagons will not only look clean,
But they'll be disinfected too.
these wagons look brand new. That is a nice looking wagon, Gavin. Good job.
Now it's done.
That is good stuff. Gavin has just finished with all 3 wagons, and he's putting the final touches on the 4-wheeler. There's quite a lot of gunk and mud up in the suspension system, and he's doing his best to get all that mud out of the 4-wheeler. So I think Gavin deserves a round of applause, guys. All right, back to work. Look how good this tractor looks now. Wow, wow, wow. Really kind of crazy how beautiful it looks. Same with the mower deck. Gavin, you're doing a great job. We're in the big field right now, guys, heading on over to where we know that there's a problem with one of the fence lines. See how much we get done and how much we've got to get done yet. This is usually something that we need to work on just about every spring. We're here, quite a long ways away from the stable, that's for sure. Well, guys, this is the problem that we have here. It appears that we've gotten some bushes that grew up and kind of are pulling this fence right on over, and some deer have jumped and broke the board off. Well, after a lot of pulling and yanking and cutting, we got that bush off the fence. Go your way a bit. Hold it right there. How's it look on that side?
Pretty good.
All right, Gavin, let's give it the old bull test. Well, look who we have visiting us today. Callie, you want to say hi? Hi. Hi. Hey, Megan.
Hello.
And what do we owe the pleasure of Miss Callie coming down to the stable today?
We just had to come and say hi to the horses.
Callie, you like the horses?
She says this way. All right.
All right, well, you guys have fun. I understand Callie's got to go play with some dinosaurs.
Say bye-bye. Bye.
Okay, that's one problem gone. Gavin and I figured out a really good way of loading all this brush without getting our hands all mangled up.
The pitchfork.
Works pretty good since everything likes to clump together. All we need to do is just get a little bit of it.
And it handles itself.
It's a pretty smooth operation. Gavin, where are we?
We're at my place. Let's leave, Joel.
Okay, all right. Guys, I hope you're excited because today's the day we're getting the new tractor, which means Gavin and I are heading down about 3 hours south. You ready to begin our journey?
Absolutely.
Today's gonna be a wild ride, Gavin. It's so pretty. Ain't she a beaut? Looks like it's time to say goodbye to the old girl. You think this one's a little bit bigger than the other one, Gavin?
I think it's a lot bigger than the other one.
I love it already.
Bye, T1520. That was a good 9 years. Time to make some new memories. Makes sense, that's right at the back of the round belt feeder. This loader's handling the weight like nothing. Love it. Guys, good news. I now have the big field all wrapped up. As you can see, we've got the ground all drug out. I mean, man, does it look way, way better down here. But man, oh man, do we have a pile of manure that we need to take care of. Wow. I think this will definitely haul some manure. Wonder how many loads we'll get today. Got our first load of the day.
You know the saying, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life? That's what I'm feeling right now.
Heavy load.
This stuff that I'm hauling out is more concentrated since it's been sitting here and stored for, well, over a year. So when it comes to loading the spreader, we don't want to heap it because it's a little heavier.
Let's talk about how this happened and what we're gonna do to fix it. To start, as you can see, it has completely sheared off of 2 of the 4 posts. This post has sheared off at the bottom, and this post has sheared off at the bottom. I think, actually, I'm not too certain. But it actually goes back to the video where I was cleaning the pastures. So, and of course, we're gonna be careful around this because this is not structurally sound. We don't wanna hurt ourselves on this, of course. While I was cleaning out this field, I noticed that this post right here had developed a fracture, and you can actually see the fracture where it went through the post. Simply put, this was a design failure. Posts are too skinny and too tall for this structure to survive. We had some crazy winds through the winter, and this didn't fall down at all once during the entire winter. In fact, that fracture had only developed recently in the spring. I'm not exactly certain, but I think probably one of the horses bumped it, which is what caused the fracture. But when I noticed the fracture, I picked up the round bell feeder underneath and took it out and then cleaned out underneath. As you can see, this whole area has been scraped clean. With 2 posts fractured, this was no longer safe for horses to be underneath it eating. And then I was grading the pasture so that way it doesn't have all these creases and lines from the bucket. And the front right-hand side of my bucket, I'm not exactly used to actually how wide this bucket is yet. As you can see, it hit right here and bumped the post, and it completely threw the entire structure down. Okay, the drill should be able to get that. That's right, guys, I've got some major sadness. I got a flat tire. So I think my valve stem is leaking here, and it seems to be leaking right around the core here. So the problem is that I'm losing my washer fluid in here. Can't lump it up to the air compressor. I drove it and a lot of washer fluid came out. Just look at that. Ah. Okay, well, I just tried putting air in it. So I'm not upset too much. It's just never fun when something fails on you. We're over here in the greenhouses, and man, is it just such a beautiful walk in here. Now the thread's not damaged. Unthread this, and then when we tighten it, it should pull tight inside the post. Let's not lose a washer now. That is now part of the post. There we go. And then this is what the hose reel will mount to.
slide on like that. Okay, and then we'll turn this completely sideways there. Okay, we have our hose reel installed. Let's get it up and operational. So we pull it out. You hear those audible clicks. We can put it however far we want, and then once we hear that click, you can let go, and it holds. We put a quick connect and disconnect on this end, and then to reel it in, just hold on to it, because it takes you for a ride. And you guys will remember a while back that we were talking about putting in a new swing using the pine trees that were on our property. Well, here you go. That swing is now complete. We took the top part of the tree, cut it, put it on top. Of course, this is going to be stained and sealed. Well, let me tell you guys, it makes for a great swing. I've got some good news, guys. That's right, my tractor's back. Woo! Oh, so exciting. And look, a fully inflated tire, brand new tube, reloaded. We're good to go.
We're done.
Nice. We did it. Woo! Nice job. Got it. Go ahead, grab the next one.
Might as well get the day started right. The sun is up. Let's get all the equipment into position.
Okay, first load. Let's hit the road. Just something beautiful about a sunny morning. Man, beautiful. I don't know if you guys can see the steam coming off of the pile. That's a good sign. That means that it's composting, breaking down. Good stuff. Looks like you guys got some stuff on you here, but the lens stayed clean. How great is that?
Don't forget to like the video.
You know, Pete, that guy's a legend. Oh my word. I don't think I've seen these aisleways look this clean in a long time, Gavin.
Me either.
Oh my word. Wow. Look at this, guys. Wow. And also all over here too. This looks nice. Looks like he's getting started on working on pressure washing these walls and cleaning them off. What we're trying to do is just clean these walls. These walls haven't seen light of day for a very long time. So we're just trying to get these cleaned off and nice looking. And of course, you never want mold in your stable, so we got to get rid of that too. I also almost forgot to mention how many loads we did for the day. So for today, we did 18 loads. Doing the math.
Do the math.
That's-
Go ahead, do the math.
And I'm not done. I think we still have another 6 or 7 yet to go.
And all this time I've been working, he never filmed me once. I am tired.
You guys want to see him working?
It took me all day to do that.
All right, we're gonna switch things over to Walter and see what Walter's seeing and go from there. We're gonna get started right here with as though you were arriving at our stable. So you're gonna be coming down the road, and what's nice about being here in northeastern Pennsylvania is we have some really beautiful mountains. You'll notice right here is our horseback riding arena. You can actually see a couple of the girls riding their horses right inside there. And right here is where you can get a good idea to see just how connected the Veggie Boys and our horse stable here at A Stable Life is. You can see there's the Veggie Boys shop, and we're flying right over top of the horse stable right now. Right over here is our big field, which is directly connected to the cow pasture. And we're gonna take you guys for a flight right over top of the cow pasture, all the way over to the farm fields on the other side. Now the cow pasture is directly connected to the horse pasture, and they're both on different sides of the hollow. Right over here is where all the farm fields are, where we have a number of different crops growing, anything from grain such as corn, wheat, soybeans, to of course our hay crops. And this is a nice area over here, and this is known as the home farm. With the time being early May, you can see all the crops are basically starting to come to life as all the trees are budding. And we're really excited and looking forward to all the leaves coming out of all the trees and seeing that greenery really start to sharpen up. Right here's the boundary to our horse pasture. You see that 60-acre pasture right here. And this is the area that we maintain and that you guys see. Now, this is the meadow. Flying across over to the meadow, you can see where all the horses are grazing on the top hill, and directly in front of us is where all of our manure storage is, as well as our hay storage. Flying forward, we see our middle field, which is deliberately small, about 3 acres, so that we can primarily feed hay for all of our horses. Directly in front of us is our lower arena, as well as the left and right runs. You can see Poncho right there, wondering what's that. And then of course there's Rocky and Buster there on the lower side. Directly in front of us here is the Veggie Boys main farm. Here we can see all the greenhouses. With the time being almost Mother's Day, they are hard at work right now, getting all those flowers into everybody's hands. And right here is the main farm. We can see everything working in unison together. One big family operation, all working in harmony. All right, you guys, now we have a special treat for you. What we're gonna do is we're gonna dial the narration back a little bit, and we're gonna turn up the music and just kind of give you guys an idea of what it's like to fly over top of not only the Veggie Boys farm, but also our horse stable here at A Stable Life.
Nice. Joel, did you just have an idea?
Yes. Well, we got all the horses in. And I don't know about you guys, but I think the horses are really enjoying all these new lights. And I know for me, these are gonna come in handy, especially in the winter time when it gets dark at about 4:30 p.m. and you're still feeding horses. But these are gonna be fine. You good, Tucker? You okay?
Okay, 2 tubes, Joel.
2 tubes, okay. You're good.
2, 1 down.
Back in there ways.
Yeah. Good boy.
Okay, 1 down. I need another tube.
He's a big boy, so
it's
he gets
okay.
2 tubes.
It's okay.
Good boy, Tucker.
Good.
Well done.
All done.
You showed him how it's done, you big giant.
No, it's okay. It's
Woohoo! Good boy, Obi. If you guys are seeing, she's taking the tube and she's squirting it right about here on their mouth to get it as far back as she can. Good boy.
You're a winner.
Alright,
I know where they're going.
Good boy. And you alright?
Yep.
You got it? Do you ever lose a tube in there, Mom?
Not one that I didn't go in after it for.
that door's broken. Stained yellow on the side of your face now for a little while.
Oh, nice. That's not broken. Boom. I didn't know this door had a stopper on it. Or does that mean it's... Well, Ooh, well, if you'd like to surprise me with something, you certainly can. Thank you, baby. I don't know if you guys realize this or not, but we have autonomous tractors here on the farm. Now, this is the first time I'm using the PTO on this tractor. What's that? I had to run it all out so I didn't get yelled. Let's go, stable boy. I got ya. Oh, perfect. This guy knows a thing or two. Perfect. Taking a look in here at the foundation for the new feed room. Just wanted to show you guys that these blocks that we put in are doing phenomenally well. All of them are very hard and actually set way better than even I thought they would. We are not going to be moving feed bins on the dirt because we have to put the mats in.
Which are ordered, and we're picking them up. But that's for another video.
That looks so good. Let's add some more. Those look right at home right there, don't they? Man, oh man, does that look awesome. This looks so cool. Eventually, we do plan on getting more of these feed bins, and I know that a lot of you guys have been requesting where you could pick these up. We're gonna be getting them from Cashman's, C-A-S-H-M-A-N-S. You can Google them, they are a horse outlet store. You can look them up if you'd like. Not sponsored, just that's where we're getting them from. Oh my goodness, I'm curious, what does the old feed room look like? Oh, wow. Oh my goodness, wow. This almost looks like it should be pressure washed, Gavin.
Not today.
So this is what it looks like now. Today, it is going to be completely deep cleaned and pressure washed. Mr. Gavin is gonna be taking care of that. So that's exciting. Looking forward to seeing how this looks through the course of the day. Cannot wait for those stall mats. There we go. Make sure we don't lose the oil. Make sure we don't lose the nut in the oil pan. Whoa, that had some force. Did you see that, guys? Sheesh. We saved it though. How am I gonna get out of here? Wowzers. We have shop towels, so I should be all right. But man, that had some force, didn't it? There we go. Now the sprinklers are gaining pressure. We got to make sure there's no crinkles. Ooh, they're really upping the pressure. Look at it go. Man, look at that water pressure. Let's check the line, make sure we're good. Yeah, we got a couple holes. We know about it. Oh, look at that. Watch behind you, Andy. You're gonna get hit by water. Something beautiful about irrigation.
That makes me feel good. I guess getting no rain for like ever and then seeing water come out of the sky.
Yeah.
Pretty nice.
Camera. There it is. Kicked you. Guys, good news. We have made it all the way to Cashman's and we checked in. We're totally okay to take you guys around with the camera, show you everything. So let's give you a walk around and show you. This place is pretty sweet. These are the 25 stall mats that we got. And as you can see, they actually look really nice. And this is the new feed bin. Now, of course, we're gonna strap everything down before we go, but for now, let's go shopping. Let's go see what else we got here. And this is something I'm interested in looking at. As you guys know, our 150-gallon water trough broke. What do you think, Gavin?
Other than we need this, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, this would come in handy. Where would you get your physical exercise in? I mean, I'm pretty sure everything would just slide out the back. That's pretty cool. You can do a dump, like if you just want to dump it, or you could just take the whole thing off. And this would definitely hold a lot. Here's the real question. Would this make the turn in the barn?
No.
Next time, Gavin.
Next time.
Also, there's like something crazy going on outside. I thought I'd show you guys. That's all smoke. Everywhere is just smoke. The sun blotted out by smoke. We can barely see the mountain out there. And you can smell it in the air. It smells like burning wood. Honestly, it's kind of a nice smell. It's like a good campfire smell, but you know, not a good thing. Bad situation overall. It's crazy to think that that's all the way from Canada. The smoke is so far and so dense here. I can only imagine what you guys are going through up in Canada. Be safe up there.
Callie, what sound does the horse make? Neigh. Where are the horses? Yeah. Callie, what does the donkey say? Hee-haw.
First,
Flowers. Flowers?
yes.
That's all smoke. We can barely see the mountain out there. And then back there, they're loading up the four-wheeler with broccoli and a little bit. I don't know what's going on back there, but they're getting it figured out. Thought while we're out here, might as well show you guys how the wheat's looking. Looking nice, looking really nice. And the potatoes. This. There we go. See all that nice, clean, good water coming out of there. Let me tell you guys, this air hose reel is just mint. Looks like I made that turn a little too sharp for the round baler. He'll come back and get that though. That's how he is. Awesome.
Do you mind holding this for a second?
Sure. Hay looks pretty good too. You guys seeing this? Yeah, good stuff.
That's what we like to see.
That's a pretty sweet shot too. I just felt like that needed to be seen. Next stop, let's go to the wrapping site and see how things look. Look at all these wrapped bales, man. And that's a cool shot right there. You guys see all that? Well, Gavin, I think our taxi's here.
Nice.
Taxi! So here we got the railing going up the stairs. This is level.
So yesterday, Monday, I came to feed horses. I measured out the food, dumped it in all the buckets, went out to get some hay with the wagon, saw a tree, this tree hanging out till about probably where this is right here. Where these, yeah. So I was a bit confused. I was like, the tree has fallen. What do I do? I texted the boss. I asked her if she wanted me to cut it up a bit. She said, and I quote, "If you want to." So I did. As you can see from the pine needles, this is a type of pine tree. I don't know what type of pine tree this is, but there is pine cones. Very sappy. Grabbed the chainsaw. I started cutting some of the outer branches first, making my way, kind of separating it all, pushing it away so I have more room. And then I got to the big branches, and then took about a couple hours, and then it started raining. And with an electrical chainsaw, it's not the best to cut while raining. So I stopped cutting a little bit further. I took some stuff down to the brush pile, got it all set, and then it was just about time to feed. I moved all the stuff that I pushed away back right here so I could get started feeding so I can finish on time for when I needed to be done.
So we're gonna transition right into this time lapse. There we go. Now we're able to really start hauling some ground. Get this area nice and cleaned up and polish things off nice. You can see we're getting things started with a beautiful foggy morning on the farm. It is about 6:30 a.m. And to start, we've got a lot of work to do with the horses. Thankfully, I've got a nice thermos full of coffee, and this will give us the kick we need to get going this morning. Wow. Oh my word. Wow.
Potatoes. Oh no. Oh! Oh! The belt just broke. Yeah, the belt just went.
We weren't able to get one placed in time for this year, but it sounds like we will have one for next year. We just have to work with this for the time being. Good stuff, right, Pete? Casino. No. When I was a little boy, we did all of this by hand with a by-hand postal logger. I can't tell you guys how much I prefer this way. Yeah, it's time to use that. Well, being that you're from Florida, how does this feel?
If we did that, it would literally like go into the ground like 5 feet. This is good. I feel like I make a, you know when Princess Leia shoots her blaster, she goes like,
Yeah.
Up against this post here, show us where we're gonna put the post in on this.
That's right, guys. We have a brand new tractor on the farm. We just acquired a New Holland T5 120. And no, this is not a demo. No, this is not just temporarily here. This is a brand new tractor that is purchased by the Veggie Boys for the Veggie Boys. Nothing quite like driving a brand new tractor for the first time. Oh, the steering's a little on the heavier side. This is so cool. I can't believe the first thing we're doing with this tractor is spreading manure. Whoa! 28 miles an hour. Oh, this is so cool! All right, here we go. First time turning on the PTO. That locked in quick. Okay. All right, we're spreading manure. Ooh, we're spreading good too. All right. Sweet when you got both machines working in the same field.
They do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
You did good. You did good. And just push it really hard.
Why we are so happy that we got the back wall on the run-in. So this looks really good. We pretty much used all recycled materials for this entire wall. Recycled the wood, recycled the tin. So the wall technically didn't cost us anything. So yeah, right here we're looking at about 8 feet deep. Maybe even 9 feet deep in water. Now over there, it's not too bad. Over there, it's usually only about a foot deep. Right now, I would say it's probably running at about 5 feet. Look at this torrent over here. So this over here is where we actually go down into the water, which is why it's reacting this way. It's so crazy seeing the current this strong here. The path you can see is right here, and then it goes down in about 4 feet, and then you cross over that way. There's literally current coming this way, and it's trying to go up and over this, but it's too much of a ridge, so it's running that way. Wow, wow, wow. Look at it, it's just booking it. If you look out that way, that's a field. Actually, we used to farm that over there. That was a hay field that we had farmed years past. Not ours anymore. And it completely flooded out. The creek is, I found where all the water was going. I was surprised it wasn't going up and over. It looks like it found a new way and it broke out into that field and it just completely swamped that whole thing. I hope you enjoyed that look back over the course of the year. We got a lot done. It was a big year and it was a lot of work. And a lot of that would not have been accomplished or taken care of without your guys' support and help. So I wanted to take this moment to say thank you to each and every one of you guys. You're awesome, and I'm so happy that you're here with us. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that like button and make sure that you're subscribed. Keeps you up to date on all future content with tractors, Gavin, horses, and any projects that we have here at the stable. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.